going to talk about purity, chromatography, and gas test. So, what is purity? Purity is what is pure substance? A pure substance contain only one element or one compound. Okay. For example, pure water has only H2O molecules. There is no other impurity. Pure oxygen means only O2 molecules. Okay. Pure sodium chloride means only NaCl. A mixture contains two or more substances that are not chemically bonded together. Why? How can we determine purity? A substance can be often be identified as pure by measuring its melting and boiling point. Okay, so substance melting point, sharp specific temperature. Okay, pure substance where impure substance has usually lower and over the range temperature. Okay, for example, water and salt. The boiling point of water is 100, whereas salt is different. Okay, boiling point specific and temperature, for example, water that is exactly 100 Celsius, but with salt that boiling point will change and it give us a range. Okay, for example, the water boils at 100 Celsius and at standard temperature, but if we add impurities, the boiling point may change. Okay, a pure substance has a fixed melting and boiling point. For example, water has a fixed melting and boiling point. 0 is a melting point and 100 is a boiling point. Okay, chromatography, stationary phase, solvent. So we use a pencil original line, and there are the samples. So samples will move upward due to their solubility in with the paper, and that will determine that which substance is more soluble and which substance is less soluble. Okay, so distance moved by the solute. Okay, we will compare the distance moved by the solute to the distance covered by the solvents. Okay, this distance covered by the solvent. Okay, that is a baseline. Okay, that is a solvent mobile phase. So what is chromatography? Chromatography is a technique to use separate and identify substance in the mixture. Okay, it particularly useful for separating dyes, inks, food coloring, and pigment. Okay, paper chromatography. There are main components are stationary phase. Okay, we have seen this. That is stationary phase, and the other is mobile phase, the solvent. Okay, draw a pencil near the bottom of the chromatography paper and place the small spot of mixture on the line. Okay, put the paper in the solvent. You can see, put the paper on the solvent, and that is a line with a pencil. Okay, so make sure the solvent level is below the spot. Solvent moves up the paper as it will dissolve with the paper. So different substance travel different distances, and that is due to their solubility. Remove the paper and mark the solvent. Allow chromatogram to dry. Okay, why do substances separate? Because they have different solubility in the solvent and attraction to the paper. Okay, the substance that is more soluble in the solvent and less strongly attracted to the paper travel further. Chromatograph is the pattern produced after chromatography. Interpreting a chromatograph. One spot likely one substance, several spot mixture containing several different substances. If two samples produce spots at the same position, they may contain same substance, okay, provided the same solvent and the condition was used. Important exam point. If the substance produce one spot, this suggests it is a pure with respect to the substance detected by the chromatography method. RF value help identifies the substance in chromatography. RF is equal to distance traveled by the substance divided by total distance traveled by the solvent front. Okay, for example, our dye travel 4 centimeter and solvent front travel 8 centimeter. Solvent front is the maximum distance that a solvent can travel, and dye and the RF distance traveled by a substance is always in a ratio. Okay, so 4 divided by 8 is 0.5. RF value will always be between 0 and 1. Okay, and RF has no unit because uh, nothing will travel more than the solvent. Okay, under the same experimental condition, the same substance should have a same RF value. Okay, gas test. So how we can test or identify common gases. For example, hydrogen. The test is lightened splint, and the positive is squeaky pop. Oxygen glowing split, and it will relight. Carbon dioxide bubble through the lime water. Lime water turns milky. Remember these. These will be in your papers maybe. Chlorine, damn litmus paper bleaches the litmus paper. Okay. Ammonia, damn red litmus paper. It will turn blue. Why? Because it has a uh, you know basic properties. Hydrogen test, place a lightning sprinter near the gas. It will give us squeaky toss, so hydrogen gas is present. Oxygen test procedure, insert a glowing splint into the gas. Positive. Result will be glowing splint relights. Confirm oxygen is there. Okay, remember oxygen support combustion, but it does not itself burn. Okay, so now what is carbon test? Okay, that is bubble the gas through the lime water. Okay, so that lime water will turn milky. Okay, for example, there is a carbon dioxide that is coming here, and when it will approach there, it will turn the litmus paper milky. Okay, so chemical equation for that is calcium hydroxide reacts with CO2 gives us calcium carbonate. That is the milk that will cause the milkiness. Okay, chlorine test is tested using a damn litmus paper. Okay, positive result is chlorine bleaches damn litmus paper. Common observation, damn litmus paper red bleaches white. Okay. Chlorine is a bleaching agent. Ammonia test using damn red litmus paper. Positive result. Let red litmus paper turn blue. This indicates that ammonia gas is present. Please subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends.